My salvation message, part 9. Remember, in the last episode, I was talking about my call and how God told me to pick a place. And I picked Yaba College of Tech, and I spoke to some people. I couldn't use a chapel because the chapel was being used by the union, the student union body already. So there was a new hall called Bakassi Hall that was just built. The hall was not yet used by anybody. The students were just coming into the hostel because it was a brand new hall. So I spoke to somebody who was in charge of the student union, and he secured the hall at Bakassi for me. They had a buttery. The buttery is a big hall. So that's how I got access, and I was given some Sundays to be using the place. That's how we started Redeemer's Chapel. You know, one of the major thing I noticed as at that time, that every time we go there, where we started, the Sunday we started officially, we were thinking we'll get people because we had spread flyers, we had shared flyers here and there, and we thought, okay, that would be enough. But when we started, we realized it was only me and my children, my wife, and Bralanri. That was the only people who were there. So we had drum, nobody to drum the drum. We had keyboard, nobody to play the keyboard. You know, we are just there trusting God. First Sunday, second Sunday, third Sunday, then fourth Sunday, I started speaking to God. God, what do we do? What do we do? We've done house to house, that's hostel to hostel, that is campus where people gather. We have done several things, and yet people are not coming. So next Sunday, I just told God that if by next Sunday I did not see anybody, I am going to close down that fellowship. That means you are not interested in my doing that. So that Sunday, I went to pick a brother somewhere in Akoka, and the brother declined. And as I was coming back, I said, Lord, if I get to church and nobody comes this morning, that is the end. So on the way, the rain started falling. By the time I got there, the rain was very serious. But by the time I got to the hall was filled to the mouth. Some people were standing, some people were sitting. I knew God was involved. This was a confirmation from God that He has sent me to start the church and the fellowship in that particular place. And that was the beginning of the journey. And I know that from that day, I cannot step back, because from there we moved to Frank Georgia, another school in Akoka. I will explain that in the next part, how God moved us from Yabatech to Frank Georgia, and from Frank Georgia to Hebron, from Hebron to Ota. God bless you.